How's it going, guys? Just chilling. I'm so happy I got myself a seat cushion for my car. It's like an ergonomic lumbar support. Oh my gosh. It's working wonders for my tuchus. It's working wonders. It's amazing. I feel so good. Seriously, I've had problems. Man. For real though. In my back and my butt muscles, spine, sacrum, I don't know. Lumbar, all those lower back muscles just have been so messed up for a while from sitting in my car, on my car seat. It's just, I've driven so much. I've DoorDashed for years. It's been almost 4 years now since I started DoorDashing. Yep. It's a long time. So, it's a long time. It's a long time on your spine. Long spine time. Anyway, I am just so thankful. And I want to take this moment right now to encourage you, if there's anything that you need to do for yourself, for your well-being, for your health, for your well-being at all, do it. Don't even worry about nothing and just do it. Because you really need to do it. And I'm so thankful I spent like $30. Sure, I didn't really have, I had the money, but that doesn't mean I had a whole bunch of money and I could just get whatever I want and blow it left and right or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, I spent that $30 on this cushion seat thingy, and I'm so glad that I did. I'm just in heaven right now as I drive. So glad that I got it. So I'm so thankful, and I'm so thankful. I need to say it again. I'm so thankful, and so happy. I could cry. I'm so thankful. Anyway, so yeah, I was just in a TikTok room with some African American, let's just say black Christians from the United States. Mostly they seem from the United States. And it was cool. I did tell them I was a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I believe in the Book of Mormon, and etc. They were asking good questions. Before we got to that point, it was going really great. And it didn't go terribly, but there was some definitely misrepresentation, and they definitely weren't ready for what I was telling them, and that's fine. It's fine. So it was good though. It was bad. It was good. It was also bad. I guess it was bad. Was it bad? Yeah, it was bad in that it was annoying, I guess. But it was also not too bad, and I'm proud of myself for like maintaining myself a little better and not getting upset or getting angry. Really, didn't raise my voice. I didn't holler or talk over anybody or anything like that. So that part's all good. Truly. But let's see. Yeah, overall, it wasn't too bad. I heard what they had to say, and I answered, and I talked with them. And yeah, so I'm getting better. at it. Also trying to learn discernment, to know and understand what I should and shouldn't do. I should and shouldn't say. But yeah, it's good. People can decide what they want to believe, and I pointed out again that they're clinging to sola scriptura pretty hard. And the host made a really good point. I'm really thankful for this, because now they're starting to say things this is something new in Christianity I've seen lately, and it's a development of the Spirit in Christianity. It's an extension. It's because of the Spirit. People are growing and learning, and we're progressing closer and closer to the coming of Christ. I said, you guys are limiting yourself to the Bible by believing in sola scriptura, and she said, no, we're not. Because we believe in the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit reveals truth to us as well. And I was like, yes, oh my gosh, thank you for saying that. That is so awesome. And she kept calling Joseph Smith John, whoever. I don't know John, and blah, blah, blah. I said, Joseph. I corrected her twice, and she finally got it. And then she said, and I don't know Joseph. I know Joseph. I know Joseph marrying Joseph, and I know Joseph in the multicolored coat, but I don't know Joseph. It said, and I am saved, sanctified, and I believe, and I don't need, therefore I don't need his book, etc., etc. I'm like, sure. You know, it's like, you know, yeah, I actually think you said something more charitable than that. I was like, yeah, well, that's fine, you know, you don't have to. It's like, it's fine. Because people are just going to believe what they're going to believe, and they're going to not believe what they don't believe, you know, so it's all good. But yeah, just thought I'd make a little quick YouTube video here. My socks getting all crinkled up in my feet and my shoes, but anyway, I got TikTok stories to tell you, I guess, but nothing too good, nothing too crazy to tell you right now. There's a repo man who's a pastor. Pretty sure he's a repo man. Young guy, Pastor Lewis, real humble guy. I think he's a new pastor. Young guy, in his 20s, maybe early 30s. And he's got red hair, and he's like real kind of got that gangster vibe, like that cool, I'm down with you, sister, I'm down with you, you know, got that energy like that, you know, really interesting. Anyway, I was in a live with him last night, and he said, J-Hub, he's like, there's something about you, man. The Lord's just put it in my heart. There's something more. And he knew. He looked at my bio. When I first requested to be in the room, he checked my bio out. He looked at the Carfax immediately. He's like, okay, let's check the Carfax before I let this brother in. And he said, oh, we can't let you in here. We don't want to have you spewing no hatred. And I'm going, dude, what the heck are you talking about, spewing hatred? I guess Mormon or Latter-day Saint is synonymous for hatred spreader. Like, what? That did not compute. What? Anyway, he let me in, and he told me and asked for my number, and I gave him my number because he wants to talk to me sometime. And, it's because he thinks that the Book of Mormon isn't true, or that I'm in a cult or something, and he thinks he needs to save me or try to lead me to the truth, and etc., etc. But anyway, I'm like, bro, I'll be a friend, man. But in the last discussion I was in, somebody said, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna prove to you right now. The Book of Mormon is not true, or something like that. Something. He can prove it to you. And I said, you can try. You can try, buddy. It was good, but it was cool. Some people are more genuine than others, and it sucks when they come off as like super humble and kind and warm, and then by the time they're all said and done, they got you put in this corner, and they're trying to put a nail in your head, try to nail you down. You know? You're like, dang, man. And they got a trick. They asked a question. They got a trick answer to, not because I tricked them, but because the answer tricked them. Because it didn't trick them. It wasn't deceived. It wasn't a deceptive answer. It was a true answer. But I think they asked a question thinking they were going to get a certain answer, and then they didn't. And then their plan fell apart. They were like, "What happened to Joseph? What happened to him?" And I was like, they said something like, "How did he die?" or something like that. And I said he was martyred. He was martyred by people who had a lot of hate in their heart and thought he was a false prophet, and they killed him in cold blood. And they couldn't really argue with that. I guess maybe on some level they were probably trying to make the argument to say that, well, he's dead, Jesus is alive, so therefore we don't need Joseph Smith, he's dead. But then again, it's like that's such a invalid argument, because we're not even arguing that Joseph Smith is a god. Anyway, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway.